ਸਵਿਫਟ ਰੇਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਰੋਤਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਨਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਗਰੇਵਾਲ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। BC ਦੀ NDP ਸਰਕਾਰ ਸੂਬੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਡੋਮੈਸਟਿਕ ਵਾਇਲੈਂਸ ਨੂੰ ਰੋਕਣ ਲਈ ਇੱਕ ਫੰਡਿੰਗ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਨ BC ਦੇ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਆਫ ਚਿਲਡਰਨ ਐਂਡ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਜੋਡੀ ਵਿਕੈਂਸਨ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਨੇ। ਆਓ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। Good morning, Ms. Jody. Welcome to Swift Radio.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
So we're talking about the funding for domestic violence that the government is initiating. I would like to ask, what is this funding and how will it help the families?
Sure. So in total, it's about $750,000 that we're distributing in the province, and $150,000 directly here in Surrey to Options for their Caring Dads program, and a Punjabi-speaking program that provides intervention and support for men and families who've experienced violence, and so supports them in individual one-to-one ways and also in group ways, and helps support families to stay together or to be reunited when something challenging has occurred.
So is it basically for domestic violence specifically, and to help people to re-engage and to go through their tough times? And is there any stats or data that helps government to take this step? What government feels to initiate this program?
Mm-hmm. So this particular program, there is a lot of science and research that talks about when children witness violence, they also experience violence, and the whole family unit needs to be supported in very holistic ways. And we know there are a variety of different reasons that people use violence. Sometimes they experienced violence themselves, and there's a cycle. And so when I was just at Options, the counselors there were able to talk to me about the success that they've had in men who then are able to come in and get the counseling and the education they need and understand how to interact in more positive ways in their relationships, and how that really decreases in continued use of violence. And so it's just one tool in the toolbox of many things that we're doing to address gender-based and intimate partner violence, but I think it's an important one.
So there are more programs coming after this, and for the point you made, the children has an impact of the domestic violence. I totally agree with that. What kind of results or key points government is hoping after initiative of this program?
Well, in my ministry, I'm responsible for children and families across the province, but we unfortunately sometimes have children who have to come into government care because their environment is not safe for them to be in.
Exactly.
And so what we're seeing is the number of children and youth coming into government care decreasing because they're able to stay safely in environments with their families, with things like programs like this that create a safety plan for them, then they are then able to safely stay in their environment. So when we're looking at our children and youth that are not coming into government care, that's a really good success story. And like I said, there's also a whole bunch of other programs that we're delivering for children, counseling programs, programs for children when they have experienced abuse themselves. We have child and youth advocacy centers. We have programs for moms and women and transition houses. And so also, I would like to point out that an organization like Options is a multi-service organization. And so they're really able to deliver coordinated and integrated support. So if a family, if a parent needs employment support, that might be a big stressor. Maybe their income has, dropped and they need support around that.
Yeah.
An organization like Options is able to provide multiple different types of support to address the needs of the family.
I understood the point, and it is successing already, as you told. And how are the victims or the person suffering from this? They have a particular way to approach, or how would they be able to get the benefit of this program?
So we have multiple different other programs for victim services, and we have invested about $60 million in our province into things like victim services, clinical supports for people who have also experienced violence, strengthening transition houses, services for women and children to go to if they are unsafe, increasing supports for our sexual assault centers when things happen. And so, again, it's a suite of services and a range of services that we're delivering to really address gender and intimate partner violence. We are also really investing in earlier intervention, and so education programs in our schools about what do healthy relationships look like.
So you mean it'll be initiated in the community centers in the schools as well to make the kids aware of it?
Sure. Yeah. I think it's important for our young people to have conversations about, how do you interact with someone that you want to be in a relationship with? What is healthy? What is not healthy? And so the earlier we can prevent things from happening, the better results we will see. And so our government's very passionate about that as well.
Totally understand about that. And what is your message for the victims who are experiencing domestic violence?
No one should ever experience violence.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves to feel safe in their homes and in their communities. And when the unimaginable occurs and you do need help and support, there are multiple places that you can go to receive that support. My ministry has multiple different helplines that I can provide to you, that you can provide to your viewers. And just know that it's not your fault.
Yeah.
And we're working diligently every day. We have a plan across government called Safe and Supported. And that's really the holistic plan on how we're tackling the challenges of violence in multiple different ministries, cross ministry, cross government. And I think we're making progress. Always more work to be done.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I hope this will be coming out with the flying colors.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time today.
Great. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Really
Have a good day.
appreciate it. Thank you.